Recording. Begin! And we're back for more Shadowrun Dragonfall. We finished resetting all the data taps, and oops! I fucked up. But make that disappear. There we go. And back into the cafe we go. Report back to Altug that everything is good. Altug. Menu board. Caramel soy calf. Good. I've finished with your little trifle. Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back, honored Effendim. How may I serve you? I've finished with your little trifle, Herr Bragazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties? Difficulties? No. One of the taps had been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. He laughs. Of course they were. I would be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the Flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Effendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Demir always says. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened in on the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you closely, amused. Oh, tell me, O listener at keyholes, what did you hear on this surveillance tap you found? I couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monika was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? The woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you have discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. Sounds good. Keep me in the loop. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out to the counter. The menu for Herr Amsel, uncle. She hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please, extend my consolations to him. The death of Fraulein Schaefer must have hit him hard. Buragazi gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. When she is gone, he returns his attention to you. Please, express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monika was an important part of this community. Few knew how important. The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. So he's going to look into this quote-unquote council, which is good. It means I probably won't have to do it. Now, the way back to the safe house was here, I think. Let's go talk to Paul. Everybody's in here. Dietrich. I've got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this one taken care of. You can hit me up again later if you want to talk. This isn't the best of times. Come back later if you want to talk. Okay, apparently nobody wants to talk to me right now. Fictos, what do you need? That's interesting. I'm getting the same dialogue options as earlier. That's kind of what I was thinking would happen. But judging by the fact that I couldn't see character sheets or anything, so yeah, I wasn't too concerned about that. I really want to talk to her about that. We need to talk about what I saw in your aura. I knew that this would happen. Look, my aura is my own business and none of yours, understand? Look, I know that you're protective of your past. I can respect that. But something terrible is happening to you, and I can help you if you'll let me. It isn't happening. Glory's lips curl into a sneer. It happened a long time ago, and I fixed it. What you saw was nothing compared to how it used to be, and you shouldn't have been looking in the first place. She pauses for a moment, and the hard expression on her face softens. Look, I understand that you're trying to help me, and I appreciate it. I do. But I'm not ready to talk about this yet. Maybe when we know one another a little better, okay? Until then, just give me my space. Alright, fair enough. Victos. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? Yes, I spoke to Altug. He gave me this memory stick. Let us see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. He navigates a series of command line menus and a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flit back and forth. Burgazi's agent tailed Green Winters to a hotel in a cesspool of a keys called Dragonfall. The hotel is called Das Kesselhaus. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Dragonfall. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently, there was some contention between two gangs over control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang violence, the agent refused to follow Winters inside the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well, what are we waiting for? Eiger slings her rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people. We have a hotel to raid. Glory and Dietrich pause, exchange looks with Paul. Just a moment, Eiger. Amsel rises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look her in the eye. You're an excellent soldier, and nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Victos is the right choice to lead the team. There is a long pause before Eiger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake this decision for a reprimand. Monika considered your contributions to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. Eiger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. You want to put the rookie in charge. Again. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Victos is the reason we're still alive, Eiger. He kept us together. He led us out of there in one piece. Making him your golden boy. She sounds tired, resigned, but above all, disappointed. This is more of your flux state idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monika believed in. Eiger's face tightens. For a moment, her control slips and her face contorts in grief. Yeah, and look where that got her. She straightens to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter: mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages a smile. What can I say? We're German. We have a history of strong political views. Oh, wow. Anyway, Eiger sighs. The tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it. Let's put an end to this. I've got the skill and experience to lead this team. Victos, on the other hand, was appointed by Monika as a joke. Bitch. If you'd rather he take the lead, I'll abide by that. But I want to hear each of you say it. I've no quarrel with you, Eiger. I'll do as the group wishes. You stay out of this. She stabs an armored finger into your chest. Hard. The moment she raises her hand to you, Dante's ears lay back and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes a half step back. That's right. That's right. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Victos saved our lives back there. You may not believe it, but he did. The way I see it, that means I follow his lead a while longer. Glory's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. I trust in Monika's judgment. Therefore, I trust in Victos' judgment. The discussion is finished, Eiger. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone is firm. Victos will take Monika's position as the leader of this team. Ha! Great. Hey, Eiger, could you grab me a soy calf? No. I'll do whatever it takes to keep this team and Monika's legacy alive. That includes taking your advice, Eiger. Eiger gives you a small nod. That's big of you. She looks from Dietrich to Glory to Amsel, finally down at Dante. Then she sighs. I don't agree with this decision, but I will respect it. She nods again, more decisively this time. Victos takes the lead then. Conversation closed. It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down green winners. Indeed, I have transferred the information that we received from Altug to the computer terminal in the next room. Used to be Monika's personal workstation, Victos. Now it is yours. Monika kept a variety of notes and dossiers on that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting. I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Drogenkeep. The roads aren't safe. Taking the U-Bahn would be faster anyway. Thanks for the tip, Eiger. The U-Bahn it is. Eiger nods, then turns to check her equipment. The rest of the group disperses in turn. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be immediately extracted for emergency medical care. They'll be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to your safe house. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Bimona trauma kits into the field. These can be purchased at the Street Doc's office in the Kreuzbazar. Okay. You have anything to say to me now? Nope. Alright. Time to use computers. Oh, why do I have a feeling this is gonna hurt? Alright. Your workstation and mission computer. The command center for your team's operations. And your last link to the memory of Monika Schaefer. Her thoughts and words live on in the machine. At times, it's easy to forget that she's gone. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 0 unread messages. Do I have old messages? Hello, Ace. The screen flickers to life, and Monika's face appears. Her hands are on her hips, and she's wearing a wry smile. Hey, Ace. If you're reading this, it means I've either died or stepped down. Hopefully the latter, but probably the former. Not many Shadowrunners make it to retirement age. In any case, I'm sure that you'll do a fine job in the role. If you need anything, talk to Paul. He's a good man, and he knows how important it is to me that you take my place. One last thing, Ace. Eiger may cause you some problems. In fact, I think it's a fair bet that she already has. Just remember, she brings something to this team that nobody else does. You'll want her on your side. My advice to you is this. Hold your own with her. If she pushes you, push back. Don't try to butter her up with flattery. She'll see right through it. Most of all, do what you can to earn her respect. She'll never be satisfied following you if you don't give her a better reason to than because Monika said so. I have faith in you, Ace. It's up to you to justify that faith. She half turns away from the camera, then returns her attention to you. The image is uncannily lifelike. Oh, and by the way, Ace, if you botch this, I'm coming back and haunting your ass. I mean that. The message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back at your inbox. Jobs directory? Pending and active jobs. Nope, nothing there. View notes on completed jobs? Nope. The Shadowland BBS. Shadowland connection established successfully. Link strength 100%. Spoofing equals 1. Group info equals null. Anon. Welcome to Shadowland. Search BBS for relevant keywords. Thread. Killer in Seattle. Anyone else reading about this? City's got a Lone Star contract and they can't catch the guy. This Emerald City Ripper has been on a spree, and so far no one has a clue. Pathetic. If something like that happened on my block, some vigilantes would have tracked him down and stopped him. Shows how good state payroll cops are. Maelstrom. 4/13/58, 7/24/54. Who says it's a he? They don't have any leads. From Tolstoy. I'll be in Seattle next week. Forward any info you have about this Ripper, and I'll see about taking him out for a date with my Walther MA 2100. I'm sure Lone Star will have a fat reward waiting for whoever blasts this goon. Ah, it is a reference. Thread. Who is Blutz? I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my LAN hosting server. Sounds like some kid pissed over his cartoons getting canceled, left a bunch of garbage files all over my disks, and I'll be cleaning them up all day. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. From Lumens. Step up your security. Write some white ice programs if you can. At least make the kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Again from Tolstoy. Just make sure that your ice is quick. Heavy-hitting ice is no good if it can't catch up with an intruder. A fact I take advantage of on a regular basis. Clockwork. Always running, ACW. The Smiling Bandit. Strikes again. Ha ha ha. Like clockwork. If you two are finished, I did have ice on the thing. Tracked the hole down. Grocery store across the street was piggybacking on my LAN, and they left an unsecured jack point in a bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box, and my security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowland isn't your personal tech support board, Lumens. Glad to see you fixed your own problem. Only way you're going to learn. From Maelstrom. No more posts in this thread. Post pay data for sale. Attached data to escrow account. Data will automatically be sold to the highest bidder. Both parties will remain anonymous throughout transaction. Post the antiquities delivery schedule. Posting successful. Will remain active for 2 days. Okay. And the team personnel files. Watch Monika's entry on Amsel. The image of Monika appears on the screen. Paul, a talented and well-connected fixer with contacts all over Berlin. She pauses for a moment. He's more to me than that, of course, but that's neither here nor there. The image winks back off the screen. You find yourself back at the menu. Dietrich. Yes. Dietrich, one of my dearest friends and a shaman of tremendous power. A good man to have at your side in a fight. I tend to use Dietrich in a support role. His magic can dramatically bolster the combat effectiveness of a frontline fighter like Eiger or Glory, but when the chips are down, he's more than capable of dishing out punishment on his own. Can't think of much else to say about Dietrich, just a good, reliable guy. She pauses for a moment. When she speaks again, you can hear a hint of guilt in her voice. He is getting a little long in the tooth for a Shadowrunner. I'm not sure how many more years he has ahead of him in this game, but I'll be happy to run with him for as long as he's able. We'll see, I suppose. Back to the menu. Glory. Glory, our damaged enigma. I've known her for almost 5 years now, but I don't think I'll ever really know her. Somehow, I doubt that anyone will. On an operational level, Glory's solid. That chrome of hers may be old, but it gets the job done. I've seen her take a troll apart with her hand razors, and when her adrenal pump is running, she moves faster than anyone I've ever seen. On top of all of that, Glory's a competent field medic. I don't know where she learned medicine, yet another question mark, but she's patched me up at least a dozen times. Between her skill with the med kit and Dietrich's magic, we haven't had much trouble with serious injuries, and in our line of work, that's a luxury. That's all I really know about Glory. She keeps to herself, barely talks, and spends most of her off time staring at nothing. I've seen this kind of behavior before, of course. Something bad happened to her in the past. Deep down, I think she's still running from it, and I'm sure that her cyberware ties into it somehow. I don't know. Maybe someday she'll open up to me. I'd like to think that she will. We'll see, I suppose. Back to the menu. Eiger. Eiger. What to say about Eiger? She's smart, she's strong, and she's one hell of a soldier. In a close-up fight, I've seen her take apart an entire security team with her shotgun. She's even more dangerous at range. It's a handy thing having a trained sniper on the team. All in all, we enjoy one hell of an advantage thanks to her. Unfortunately, there are some disadvantages too. All that military training has left her, how to say it, rigid, I suppose. Unlike the others, Eiger isn't content to go with the flow. She wants lists and maps and timetables. She wants a hierarchy, and she wants it formalized. I don't think that she realizes it, but giving her what she wants would destroy this team. Glory and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for more than a day or two. I know that I wouldn't, but she keeps on pushing all the same. One of these days, the situation is going to come to a head. I just hope that it doesn't happen soon. Finally, Monika's entry on us. Victos, my secret weapon. I've run enough with Victos to know that he's trustworthy. Good in a fight, too. But beyond all of that, it's good to just see him again. There aren't many people left from the old days. Far too few. And Victos? Well, he was always the best of them. God, that was sappy. Mental note, re-record this before Victos gets a chance to see it. At any rate, if anything happens to me, it's good to know that he'll be on hand to fill my shoes. It's not what Eiger would want, but it is what would be best for the team. And that's everything on the computer. Oh. Ooh, throat. Hurt. Alright, let me go ahead and drop a save. Then we'll be taking the U-Bahn to Dragonfall in the next video. Catch you guys next time. Peace.